Grand Rising, everyone. Welcome back. It's Shay Seeking. And I'm just peeping the scene, you know what I'm saying? Woke up, see what's what's going on in the feed and shit. What kind of response? Because we know that, you know what I'm saying? Even though the views is low here, somebody watching some fucking where else, right? Okay, either they have something, like I said, these motherfuckers work. And when I call it out now, I'm the first one call out that there's government funded tarot readers, am I not? Okay, so I see little baby girl Lillian, you know what I'm saying? Again, the reason why I bring these motherfuckers up is because I want you to know, it just in case some shit happened with me, you know these bitches that I can feel crawling up the fucking mountain, trying to take the spot, doing spell work, blood rituals and magic and shit on these masculines that don't know no damn better, right?
Mm-hmm. Is this dirty clothes?
I don't know. I think so. There's a shirt in there in that room. There's some clothes in that box. Oh no, that's not. No, she can use that. That's not dirty. Close the door though. That you can use that one right there. Or there's one in that box on the floor in that room. No, it's clean. Don't lock the door. Damn. So anyways, I'm looking at phenotypes. I'm looking at, you know what I'm saying, how, shit is formed, and I'm looking at, things like this, people that look similar. I feel like at one, point in time, a masculine might have been pointing out, you know what I'm saying, seed or whatever in a sense. And I'm just like, okay, that's this whole energy. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like there's been a switcheroo on, like, like how they say in the Bible that I formed you before, I knew you before, you were in your mother's womb. This made me think about like people, again, some of us being a certain type of being that our DNA can be swapped out, okay? Certain things can be altered and then, things can be happening within the womb or whatever. And so I was seeing that, I was just talking about the energy of, you know what I'm saying, some of the people that have already made it to the other side, or supposedly, right, that I be in communication with now. Again, let's remember whose name brought these motherfuckers to the yard now. And so, again, it's just me being able to see things. Like, again, of course, there's competition. A lot of people gunning for the motherfucking title. All right? I've been sitting cool and chilling all this time. A lot of people, but I'm starting to realize, wait a minute. These your toys. You know what I'm saying? These is your toys. You know what I'm saying? This is my damn near thing. Okay? Now, there is another portion of this. Okay? But it's my thing, too. It's just the certain things that have been hidden from me by dealing with these individuals, with whatever plan they've had over this time, okay? So I'm realizing, okay, all you got to do really, okay, is, get your toys back. Start playing with them again. You know what I'm saying? And then, but see, I don't like to play no games, right? But I guess it's about survival of the fittest, right? And I guess there's nothing wrong if you really do love the individual and they love you too. Really, the damn thing is in the way. It's like, instead of me just going with this energy of chastity, I guess I could flip the script whenever the fuck I want, right? Reclaim your toys. You might got to break them in a little bit. Or at least one of them. The one that really matter on the 3D. Because I feel like the whole thing was to break up the family so that 3D vassal, you know what I'm saying, will have to want to go somewhere else for something. But then I guess that means during this time that we've been under this judgment for the past 2 years, or this tumultuous time, that, you know what I'm saying, I've been a pretty good girl, but I feel like the masculine may be being a naughty boy. I wonder, do I have to take one for the team? Because whenever somebody tells me it's too late or something is, I'd beg to differ. I feel like that's that God in me. Because obviously everybody else is out there playing. And I'm not. All right? So again, somebody wants to talk about these things. So I can always tell who's been dabbling in my Akashic. And I can kind of tell which masculine brought them to the yard. So I was watching Moana, right? And for the first time, like there's always that, how far I'll go, right? But I feel like these masculines on purpose have blocked. See, it's almost like you're on a journey, right? Or you're on a, what do you call it? Not a wild goose chase, but what you call the damn thing when they hide a bunch of stuff in different places? Some kind of hunt, okay? And there's breadcrumbs there, because they're doing this in order to stall you and stall your progress in certain parts. They can't do it in other parts, right? Because you're already that motherfucker, all right? But they can do it in other parts of your life, okay? And they can also kind of try to spread your energy or your information out so that people can kind of get the message out before you do. So I noticed I put that let it burn energy, but it's supposed to all make sense about Zelensky, the familiarities of Zelensky's appearance or his phenotype or features, the whole thing about, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, that kind of energy here. It's almost like a wicked stepmother and father or a couple that is maybe exiting out, but they are not ready to pass the torch. And so they are basically, shrinking their children, making their children look less than or something like this or whatever, so that they can stay in power or that they can create the world that they want that fits their narrative because they're not ready for the change. Because say one of their children came here and is the GOAT at this moment and they came here to bring change and everybody is afraid of that change. So they gang up on that one, that chosen one, because there's only one, okay, that can go through all of dimensions and bring the information and actually share it with you. They don't like that. And they don't like me because they don't like the original essence of it. They want something in the likeness of it so that they can control it or her or him. Someone youthful that they can get into their minds. So I was watching that movie last night, and usually every time I'm like, okay, this is the energy. This is all the shit that's been happening throughout this journey. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm Moana, but I thought that there was a Virgo feminine very high up in society that represented Tafiti. That maybe had been roaring at some point towards me because she felt like I stole her heart. But then the hook, right? Maui wanted his hook back. So it's almost like somebody wants to give Maui his hook back, refinished and refined and, things like this. After being like how he was narcissistic, playing games and everything like that, now he wants his, because it's almost like that, I'll always come back to you. And it's almost like him telling Moana, we're going to part ways or whatever, but I'm going to come back to you. Like the journey is not over. It's how we spend our time during the fucking journey. And you just go do what you got to do for the village and I'm going to always be around. I'll always come back to you. But in my eyes, I'm like, hold on. Because I know, with Disney, you know what I'm saying? You got to go there with what's really was going on in the movie, okay? And what journey she really was on. So I feel like somebody, cheated me out of that portion of the journey. That's the portion of the journey I was supposed to enjoy, but I never got a chance to. Kind of like almost Maui making her like a woman, like turning her into like this, I thank you for making me a woman. That's something. So I feel like that energy of dealing with that Maui energy has made me strong, confident, and more of a warrior, right? But, I don't know about that other part that they don't show in the Disney, but I can tell what the fuck he was talking about, okay? So, him giving her, fire from down below and shit like this, right? So that makes me think about passion. Almost like the passionate energy that I was feeling last night, like a surge, okay? But I feel like, it's like a magnetic pull. Maybe that was even the energy of letting me know somebody was near or something, okay? So again, of course, there's competition out there in the thoughts of it, but there's really not, because there's only one, and you can't recreate that one. All you can do is form an idol that's in the likeness of that one, that maybe came from the same bloodline of that one, okay, and try to place them in the position of that one. All right. So I don't know. Maybe this is that God energy that we were reading about. Maybe it's a dual thing, like again, the man in the mirror, or mirroring image energy of two mates or whatever, where kind of, yeah. So like a thing of completion or retirement or something like that. But I feel like the feminine essence of this is supposed to go on to do greater things. But I feel like, you know what I'm saying, somebody has been kind of selfish and been, you know, having fun, and the Empress ain't been really having no fun or whatever. But that's how somebody probably wanted it. Maybe a jealous God, I don't know. That wants their cake and eat it too, but now they said that's an old me or something like that. I don't know. I feel like it's just two things that weren't kind of, but I feel like the universe is stepping in and saying, hey, since that person didn't want to give you that, we can give you that, and then you can start over and you can go down this journey. Or you can go ahead and give that up and just go straight into this. You just one of the people that didn't get to experience that part. But I'm feeling like whatever this is, I don't want to go into another life cycle with a lack mentality. And I feel like all aspects of this was supposed to be implemented on in order for me to get that growth. I feel like whoever these people are, they like to keep me 10 steps behind every cycle. You know, and I finally feel like I'm catching up. Then they put more tricks in the bag, you know what I'm saying, to cause more confusion. Right? But God is not the author of confusion. And that's why I can't sit here and play with y'all and always, you know what I'm saying, play these games and use these different terms for what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? I like to keep the conversation as clean, as crystal clear as possible. It does feel like it's a love-hate energy, but I also feel like this is somebody trying to lay the table out in a way that benefits them, but doesn't give the Empress or this feminine or Emperor energy, because I feel like I do stand in Emperor and Empress energy, the chance to do that, because in the thing that they have over me would be that knowing, that, I mean, not a sense of knowing, okay, because I feel like that's something that is just activated all the time. You just one of the people that know shit, okay, but a sense of creating blockages or stumbling blocks, okay. Also creating a stumbling block, you know, to the Jews when they use Christ crucified to create stumbling blocks for the Jews. So this might be also crucifying that Yeshua or Christ energy in order to cause a stumbling block so that people can end up honoring or uplifting or so-called worshiping the idol that they're planning on putting in that position, okay? So that's what the whole biblical text usually, I mean, to me, it seems like it's about, okay? It is kind of like a race. That's the real race that we're talking about all the time, the race to the top, okay? And a lot of people are gunning for that spot. And unfortunately, in the world we live in, that can possibly happen. Most of the people that have come probably would have been gone and dead by the time they got to this point where I'm at. Even though it seems I'm a little person, because they block my main, you know, portals of information, okay? But on the other end, I know that this seems like, to me, with all the energy that and the hate and shit that comes in, it has to be on a worldwide level. It's just somewhere where I can't see it, okay? So it makes me, it's supposed to make me feel alone and nobody's listening, and I only have these subscribers, but I don't think it's about those, because I feel like numbers. There's numbers or views somewhere else, okay? But let's say that it's a competition about views, but again, they may be counting views on YouTube, but they're not counting views on everything else that might be out in Clubhouse or these other, you know, third party, you know, places that people might take your information and share it. So I guess it's still, and then I guess that creates that flow of energy or currency. Who cares about the numbers? And to me, it's never been about the numbers, it's about the message, right? But I see how they're operating in order to place these women in a higher status on like YouTube or on the main platforms, to make it seem like they ahead of me, okay? So we also talking about succubus energy and all these other, you know, night walker energies and all these other energies like this that come on to people. And again, so like I said, when you may think that you're not active, but there may be some energies that may try to have access to you in the dream or sleep realm, okay? So I'm just noticing something. I'm just noticing that that's what's going on here. But the hard part is it feels like masculine is crying out to me to express how I feel. But it's like, damn, I keep doing this and you keep smacking me on the nose or cutting off my nose every time I do. So why should I continue to exert that? And if we are real twins, then you already know how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I know how this masculine feels regardless of how the world or society or tarot readers are trying to display it. Because I know whatever it is, their job is to break up the home, break up the relationship with the twin ray and the twin flame. My thing is, if this is the case, if the soulmate that's on the 3D realm here, married, okay, is stepping out and moving on, I would prefer to have, since I feel like one of these twin flame or twin ray is supposed to meet me in the 3D at some point in time, even if it's not now, I can be calm and wait and sit and chill here, okay? And do what I have to do to grow, even though somebody just blocked me and try to put me 2 years behind, okay? I can be patient. I'm not in a rush, okay? But I feel like it's still a dangerous situation here. Like the only thing that I can do is try to get that growth here and try to do what I have to do, you know what I'm saying, on a financial level to be stable right now. And it's kind of like that's a snail. It's like a snail, kind of like stalemate kind of energy here, okay? Because even if I started now, there's nothing, you know what I'm saying? If I don't do it like as an entrepreneur and really focus on the things that I have going for myself already, now that I feel like they have taken the restraints off. Also, matter of fact, last night I felt like for some reason that they tried to put the bands back on, okay? So if I take that narrative to say, okay, I'm about to spend 6 months to a year, I'm about to put the work in or whatever, now the bands are back on. Somebody must didn't like what I said about something. You see what I'm saying? So it's like closing off a vessel or an artery, you know, slowing down the blood flow, okay? And I feel like this is also another person that someone may think in society, they may be higher or a boss or a managerial kind of position over a masculine. And, you know, I feel like there's some kind of something there with that. I feel like this manager may be interested in what the Empress is doing, and this puts this masculine in a certain position with somebody that he respect or somebody or whatever. You know, it may be temptation there for this person to take some kind of offer or something over the Empress right now, which he may seem as beneficial that he have to do for whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not about to be no stupid motherfucker sit here and just be waiting again. Like, I gotta wait again more? You know what I'm saying? Then what but I guess I could, if I look at it from the other side, maybe this person had to do this because of whatever I haven't been able to do. But I would hope that that person will see that it's not really all me, even though it may seem like I'm lack mind sometimes because I'm operating on another level here. So whatever is here on this realm, you know, when it comes to other shit, have to be put on hold because I have to be that vassal or that conductor of something greater. This is why, again, I'm learning while these people already are very aware of how this works. Because I feel like it has something to do with brainwashing or something like that to a certain extent, to erase certain things, or compelling, you know, like to erase certain things from somebody's memory so they can never remember them again. Hypnosis, that's what they were talking about in the book The Spring that they did to Esther, that Elijah did to Esther. Okay? But said that they would be one in the end. So that gives me that energy of even an emperor or empress energy being in a cleft or in the rocks or even in your pineal. You know what I'm saying? At some point in time. That this person can come rest there, you know, in the seat of God or next to. Because when we look at those images of Hathor and things like that from antiquity, she has... Sometimes there's like 7 serpent energies, okay? And then sometimes there's just one, okay? So I feel like this is the energy of me saying, you know, cars being borrowed or whatever, okay? That some people that are already have been in them clefts, they leave, they come back or whatever. I can kind of tell when somebody is operating side by side with me in my mental. And it felt comfortable at one point in time, okay? And then I feel like also nowadays these people are putting less worthy individuals in those spots, which is causing a little bit more havoc and a little bit more chaos on the Empress, because she knows that there's foreign energy there that shouldn't be there. But this gives me Black Widow energy. This gives me people that they might have been working with at some point in time and maybe taught them the game, and they use that game in a negative way in order to eliminate some of these people, some of these top people, some of these mountains or these officials here. Okay? And I feel like whatever this is about greed, it's about money, it's about taking other people's inheritances, blocking them before they can get to certain individuals so that they can stay in a certain stagnant form. And I feel like it's sad, but it's like, what can I do? You know what I'm saying? I try to warn these people. They act like it's something else. But again, that's what Sekhmet energy is. She's a protector of the pharaohs. She's a protector of the gods. And again, I was just thinking about that other energy too, about like entering the kingdom of heaven. You know, I feel as a child, okay? And I want to see who wrote that, because I feel like what they're saying is like to bring childish energy around, or youthful energy around, or even virgin energy around the Empress can only, you know, be involved with that kind of purity or whatever, okay? But I feel like what they're trying to do is contaminate that sacred pool, okay? Or her flow or waterfall, okay? With, like I said, foreign energy, okay? That might be flooding within 9 gates, okay? Or they're trying to also do this with, you know, it always makes me wonder about like why masculines seem like they're going towards younger energy now. They're finished with the older women, you know what I'm saying? One of those women gonna end up going to the seat of God or something possibly, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, you got now. But I feel like at some point in time within the past week, younger energy has been coming around, hovering around. You know what I'm saying? These stars or whatever, these luminaries, they've been like hovering around. And I can't tell if they're just like watchful because protection, you know, more flighty energy where they can move quicker and see things coming, you know, in my direction to block things quicker, or if this is to get them like kind of like familiar with my energy because somebody wants to, you know, again, have me change direction, okay? And be able to do onto them as they done onto me, okay? If you get what I'm saying. Because one thing I can tell you right now is that it's only I can sense something here, and that's what trips me out, because I can sense something here, but I feel like it's only succubus energy. They are thinking that they are more powerful over this masculine's vassal, but they really the real power that they're trying to have right now is over my mental, making me separate or part from this person further and further, especially on a sensual level, so that they can keep coming in the night, succubus energy, and keep on working on that body or that vassal, which also keeps them in close contact with me, right? So this is that sneaky Pete energy. This is also that energy, or that Jake energy, or even that energy of, you know, some of us might even experience paranormal activity, which could also just be people that have access now, okay? Because if you with somebody in that manner, if they know what they're doing, they can probably glue them, stuck like glue. They can glue themselves to this masculines and become a wife or a forever something. Like your shit is mixed. So it made me think about what we were reading the other day, and the person said, don't take off your covering or whatever, or your shoes, and we looked at shoes, and I think it said something about covering, you know, because this is holy ground. So this made me think about a younger feminine energy having a masculine come on to her and letting him know he don't have to have a covering, okay? Ooh, but what I'm hearing is this could be that night walker energy of someone using your vassal and calling in and pulling in energy. Oh, okay. So then that's like that trap or that snare that could be set. So it's almost like you wake up in the morning and you got to hear like a report of what the fuck you did, and you like, when you know it's pertaining to you. I think that's in some lyrics of a song too. I ain't heard that song in a minute. I'm gonna have to see which one. Maybe I'll look up the lyrics. But it's almost like somebody was saying that I really honestly don't remember what song this was. That they wake up in the morning and get kind of like a review of whatever the fuck they did last night or whatever they did. And it's like, I noticed that when I looked up that, there's two things. When I looked up that video of that Lilith energy, who is a reader, we know that was the first wife of Adam, okay? And I feel Adam was reaching, Adamite energy was reaching out to me saying somebody was nervous it's their first time. But I feel like, you know what, something happened. Some kind of act happened. It's just like, it's hard because it's like, damn, if everybody want to get rid of me that bad, then I should be wanting to leave. But I'm that bitch that say, no, motherfucker, this is mine. I see what y'all doing. I see what you're doing. And so just for that, because, you know, somebody that never really get petty, that can get extremely petty when they decide to, that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it all is about that sacred pool that is only going through one person at this particular time. It's like you're a party pooper. It's kind of like that energy. But it's like, it's my party. I can cry if I want to. You know what I'm saying? It's that kind of fucking energy. Like, what? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because you wonder about what brought that self-doubt in the first place. Now, I mean, people could be dealing with these familiar spirits, okay? That's why I talk about this shit, all right? Because I'm thinking, what was it that actually made it so that part, that intimacy was broken? And, you know, was it really the masculines, you know, and the heavenly beings and the ancestors? Or was it these feminine energies? Was it when you started to watch tarot, or what? Because it made me think about Moana, don't get wrapped up or don't get caught up in the tarot root. You see? And that made me think about root work. And I feel like the masculine is like, take me back. But I'm like, how? Motherfucker, y'all been hiding so much stuff from me. Wow, you should have been probably putting me on the game. And you put these other motherfuckers on the game. Now they got 2 steps ahead of me. So what you want me to, it's like almost tell me what you want me to do. Like, it's almost like it's beyond the point of the playing games. So people played games for too long. It's beyond the point of playing games. Now look where we at. A whole bunch of fools running things. Foolishness. All because somebody wants to stand in their full power and potential and follow the path. So I guess if I just dumb myself down, you know, get back to just singing, dancing, and playing all day. It was a problem when I was doing that, right? Over the summer, because that's what I like to do in my sunroom, chill, you know what I'm saying? What I'm doing. But then, you know, it's the whole part of, oh, you're not working hard enough. So it's just like, what do you want? But I can't even worry about little things like that. N.T. Moore. It's that fear. It's that fear. You know, I said, do you fear anything? You said you're fearless. Okay. So why are you, okay, now if you do feel like, you know, there's a difference between seduction and temptation and then wants and needs. And it feels like there's a free-for-all for, you know, all of that right now. So why are you the empress? Why you got to work so hard, you know what I'm saying, and not have no time to play? Why people get to come in and tap into your energy and suck and drain things from you and pass them on, but you can't do it yourself? It's almost like, you know what? It almost feels like imprinting, okay? That while this is going on, these people are going out and imprinting or push, but maybe I don't. And see, that's what I'm saying. I don't like control. I don't like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like that. But I feel like that's what this was all about. That time was the time to build up your empire or build up your estate here. Okay. But I guess sometimes the best, people say the best for the last as well. Or sometimes, you know what I'm saying, these masculines go off and play their game. You know, I'm just tapping into not even just all my energy, but past feminine energies throughout the bloodlines, being those bloodlines of that gate. What they experienced and what they saw and what they knew. So it's like all this time, you've been kind of side-eyeing the fact that maybe this is a chain though, right? Where that is the direct energy. And that's why it feels like feminine energy is flocking towards the masculine energy here. Even though he's very quiet, shy, and reserved and things like that, possibly, you know, maybe somebody got a way to get in. And this is the type of, you know, energy that probably could be quick to be, you know, taken, you know? But it's almost like one of these masculines, like, yeah, you know, why, you know, you let it go or whatever. But it's like, motherfucker, when I was asking you if this was it, you see what I'm saying? Nobody wanted to tell me if that's what I was seeing was what the fuck I was seeing. So why you acting shady? Yeah, so I guess this whole thing is about growth. On different levels, where I stick more in the heart and the mind, you know, not really just probably neglecting wants and needs of the body, focusing on the body as what can I do here to change things for everybody, right? Instead of worrying about my particular body when it comes to what I would like to do, you know, neglecting that part, you know. But anyways, that's it. I'm just noticing how she holding on to this scepter here. And it's almost like because this is the energy of somebody, you know, learning discipline and things like this, because she's waiting for that, I don't know, possibly Ace of Wands energy to come in from the heavens. And it's almost like that motherfucker just came in and some other motherfucker grabbed it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, well, damn, I got to get that back. It's almost like that. But I want to make sure the move that I make is the right move to get it back. Because I feel like one way could be, you know what I'm saying, a different way. So it is strategic. It is Game of Thrones. It is all of these things. And that's the thing. I don't like to play no games. So it's hard for me to take myself down to that level. You know what I'm saying? But I'm that kind of motherfucker, like I said. I think I told y'all this in the summertime. That show up late to the party and just it be a blast. You know, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I hear a spirit baby or a spirit energy saying they wish that their parents could have left it together. But then what, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm wondering, because I'd be like, okay, what's your motives? You know? What do you know that I don't know? It's so tricky. It's so tricky. I'm hearing like what somebody is envisioning is Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. And this is just, I guess, a channeled message or a freestyle here. But I'm just that type of person that think that the impossible is possible. But yeah, I do notice that there's other feminine energies now, probably hired by governing forces or higher ups that are actually, they've never been in my Pandora feed before. So I've slowed down to listen to music because these bitches is in there. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like they're threatening me now. Don't mess with my man. And I'm thinking, well, the fact that you got to come up in here and keep on coming up in here every day playing this motherfucking song, sometimes 2 times or more, bitch, you must be concerned. Why you want me to think it's the end game, bitch? You must be concerned. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll get a download today. I feel like I just had to get that off my chest. Because like I'm not no tricky I don't sit here and scheme or nothing like that against nobody. Only thing you know what I'm saying, only thing that I've ever practiced in is blocking people from my energy. So if I have to do what I have to do to block people from my energy, that's what I will do. But I don't send out stuff to like harm or put delays in front of people or no shit like that. What for? I'm just always gonna be, no matter if you see me go from 0 to a fucking 100. You see what I'm saying? It don't matter. I always take my time to bring myself back down, and I'm always gonna be fair and balanced with judgment. It don't matter, because I can look beyond that, because I know I gotta say, we ain't even dealing with really real people all the time. We're really dealing with their energy. Really dealing with like possession. We're really dealing with night walker energy. So it's me compartmentalizing everything in those ways to see what we're dealing with on a spiritual level. All right? But then shit, I feel like, I do good detective work too. You know what I'm saying? Whether I'm on the scene or not. To be able to figure out what might have happened in a certain situation. You know what I'm saying? And to get it all fair and balanced. So, that's just it. I'm just so fucking tired. You know what I'm saying? I'm just so tired. It's just like whoever masculine, whether it's on a 3D, 5D, what the fuck, whatever it is, that's just what the fuck I want, so I can go on with my life, you know what I'm saying, and do what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, I feel like this is so silly. I feel like, again, it's the masculine energy or the feminine energy that's as a masculine. Okay, let's get that straight. Okay, that's the holdup. Somebody want to play games and somebody don't. And I'm just sitting here like, whenever you done playing games, because I'm not no jealous bitch, okay? And I know who I am. I've been sitting here chilling. Waiting on, all I know is that what I feel, it's almost like, I don't want to buy the dream all the way. The real part of the dream, you know what I'm saying, is just that walking off into this next portion with this person that I had this massive connection with. And I feel like everybody is trying to throw and shove all these other partners or whatever in my face, and I don't want to take none of them. I feel like, again, to think as a child, if you think about the world card, when she's in that womb like wreath or whatever, it say no one should enter the kingdom of heaven unless it's as a child. But these people I grew up with in that womb for a long time. So that also matches with the ancestors is trying to tell me that this is what you're going to end up with. But I feel like the world or society wants them for their self and kind of want me for, and one of them want me for their self, but as a lesser person to take a lesser role. And it's just like, no, like we either in this together or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to play that game no more. I don't want to be the one behind the fucking scenes again. The one that's delayed in information and shit. This is fucking tiring, man. This shit is ridiculous. It's like so many things could have been healed by now. What are we doing? Like, what are you afraid of? And now that I'm calling somebody out about what they're afraid of, I feel like somebody is pushing this energy like, okay, I'm done with you. I'm moving on. I'm going here. But there's still something pulling on another part of my body, like my soul and my heart, that's telling me. So the mind, something might be cut off in the mind. There may not be no connection here that much with the mind, because I feel like this has to do with mind control. But something cannot break that cord from the heart and the soul. And I feel like last night I felt the body. I just like to make sure ain't nobody sneaking nobody else in here. And I feel like the closer I get to this, okay, there's no need to be shy or not speak my story, because the enemies are already having access to my dome. Because these people, the more frightened they become, the more they give access to random motherfuckers that don't belong there to my energy. So I'm hearing waste removal. Somebody's trying to make it seem like somebody is a piece of trash. And it's almost like because they've done gutted, they feel they've done gutted all they needed from it. But it's just like somebody trying to like discard you or throw you out, but they just didn't know that you were the seed, or you were that one that was going to sprout up, or and take root. So it's kind of like that, and trying to bury somebody, didn't know that they was the seed. So it's kind of like I get that energy too. So it's almost like sources letting them disregard and do all these things or whatever, just to show you who's who. So when that table is laid and done and finished and you step up on it, again, every knee shall bow. Everybody will see. Everybody going to see him or her, even the ones that pierced him or her. And that's pierced them in the heart, in the mind, hurt their body, hurt her or his body, his group or his community, that body. So this is not somebody that's going to be, I guess, well loved and accepted by everybody in the community or industries or politics or whatever. This is going to be actually somebody that possibly people talk bad about or called crazy or everybody called and ridiculed. So as above, so below, okay? With the father and son almost energy, right? It's almost like that energy, like they're piercing the father in the heavens on earth, and then they're piercing the child down here and making a mockery of the child, on earth. I also feel like this has to do with the Mother Mary and Madonna, the Black Madonna energy, because the Black Madonna may be that energy that's in the world card, okay? But then that child is in the earth, so it's kind of like the father, okay, the son that will be in the heavens, okay, the son that will be on earth, okay, as a beast of the field or one of the lions, and then the feminine energy that's within that divine womb or in that jar or in that energy where everybody, that all eyes on me kind of energy here, which that energy can also be a male or a female, I believe. But it just so happens that I feel like something was pointing out to me, considering the fact that on my cards, at least 2 sets of my cards, there's a birthmark on the side of the leg of that person. That's exactly where my birthmark is. But again, I guess these extra things have been implemented because whatever this energy is going to be a everlasting thing. And I feel like somebody could be looking, the masculine could be getting cold feet is what all this is. Okay, while this snow is pouring in today and we wondering why we still getting snow in the spring. This masculine could be getting cold feet and trying to act out in certain ways. And it's not like, yeah. And it's just like, maybe the universe asked me to step back more into that feminine energy. I feel like that's what he's asking me to do too. But it kind of weakens me when I feel like I have to stand on my own, you know what I'm saying? It weakens me when I got to give up that masculine approach to society. It doesn't do that within, but to society, it makes you seem weaker than you are. So I feel a lot of times they like to come in and get me emotional, get me upset and cry and worried about the masculines, if they okay, did somebody do something to one of them, you know what I'm saying, this and that, you know what I'm saying, what can I do to be of service to them, kind of like that or whatever, because those are my prized, possessions. I mean, I don't look at them as like possessions, but I'm just saying they're my, for different reasons. And that's just what it is, because the Empress is dealing with more of the heavenly realm. She's not really, again, these people, this wheat at the bottom here, at her feet is the earth, the people of the earth. And she's looking at them and she's looking at these different levels of society and groups and stuff like that when it comes to the caste or class system. And, she's also seeing what her masculines are doing. She got to see all these little pegs being put up on the board game. That's not the queen, you know what I'm saying? And she can acknowledge that. As long as the information is getting out, it's cool with me. But as soon as I see them motherfuckers coming for me, that's a problem. Then I got to wipe the fucking board clean. Then I got to act stupid and I got to wipe the board clean. Because I don't give a fuck what nobody say about what they think about what I'm doing. This is my shit. And that's what I'm going to end up doing. It's my turn now. Like, that's what it is. That's what it all boils down to. So if I even see the masculines acting like they own one, then I'm going to have to do what the fuck I have to do to try to rearrange what's going on here. Not to hurt nobody, not to be mad or jealous or pluck these girls out of their life. But okay, you think that this person is so perfect. I'll just show you the things. Again, we've already shown them what's going on. Just like they pillow talking with you in your fucking ear and ain't nobody got nothing to say. Because they take it for the team or they down for the team. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. I guess somebody in teaching somebody how to value that one particular woman in their life and be honest with them, and then also be able to have fun on the side. But if you hide shit from me and I got to be over here always blocking and dodging all this Ada Wands energy, then what do you expect? And I had to look out, even the point of you doing for other motherfuckers is cool with me because I can do without. I know at the end, I'm going to be good. You know what I'm saying? And I'm working on my part now so that I can do that. It just so happens that for me, it's more of the spiritual aspect. That's why I feel like I've always had a husband or a man in my life that can hold that other part down. But people don't like that. They jealous of that, or they want that for themselves. You got people that say, girl, who wouldn't want to sit here and well, this is the part of my life when I want to actually help. This is the part of my life when I want to build. This is the part of my life when I want to go ahead and put some, shit in the foundation myself. You know what I'm saying? Not just in case I'm not with somebody, but I want to be able to do that. But I have to still be on Empress energy right now. You know what I'm saying? So I would understand. I would see if somebody would be more understanding of that. It's hard to balance those fucking things out. It's just like you a defender of the world and you sitting here, you know what I'm saying? You have to worry about somebody messing with your platform or whatever, or your sales. It's like I laid the shit out. The businesses is there. They open. But again, I can't help what other people are trying to do to block me. And I'm not, and right now in this time in my life, I can't afford to be out there minimum wage trying to see how that's going to get me to the next level. No, I have to do what I have to do with my platforms, with my shit. The only thing that I'm concerned about right now is that foundation, like I said, which may make it seem like the masculines are thinking that I'm walking away, but I'm thinking they walking away from me. At the same time, it's okay for everybody else to build that foundation. But when I want to do it, it's a problem. You see what I'm saying? When I'm trying to multitask and do this shit, it's a problem. And then all these females is out here talking about how broke and dusty motherfuckers is. So that's supposed to affect me in some kind of way to make me feel some kind of way. And then they do, in a sense. Because I know that these masculines are holding these motherfuckers up on the platform. Motherfuckers that, when it's the code, you ain't supposed to do that. You breaking the code. So then I speak a little bit more and and you think I'm breaking the code. So, I think I'm just at that point though. But it's like, just like you got your power and your position, your whatever, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I got the same thing. And there's no malice reasons. I'm not trying to do nothing to get nobody because of no status, no clout. But ain't a motherfucker been talking about how I've been talking about on here until I started doing it. And that's what opened up the gates to these other feminine energies. But at all costs, it's just that energy, that God in me that say, again, if that person want that, I can reclaim the shit if I wanted to. Really? Okay? But I'm with letting people, I don't want to block, I see what people have done to me. I don't want to block nobody's love. But don't restrict your love for me so that you can place me in a lesser position so that you can still have access to me and I can't move on. So again, no other feminine on this earth is going to feel the sense or sense the things that I have gone through on the level that I have with these energies. You're just not, because again, at this point in time, there have been women that have come, but this is my turn now. So there's no more there. So even if you do get one of these other females and place her in a position, she still won't compare to me in the work that I have come to do on this plane. And what's only putting a dent or a chink in that is not partnering up with the real masculine. So it's going to take me longer to get where I'm going. And I feel like this is kind of like the spiteful energy that I'm dealing with one of these masculines that may not have healed. That think that everything that I'm saying is some kind of coming at him, when I never not loved these energies or been some kind of way with them. So I don't most of the time it's the energy of the bitches you bringing in or the dudes that you bringing in that's fucking shit up. So that's just it. I'm okay with that. Like, I'm okay with the change of events. I don't try to control or hold no fucking body. That's the difference between me and these other people. I'm not worried about how much money you got in the bank, none of that shit. On just how you treat me, how loyal you gonna be. If we gonna do this, we gonna do it however we gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Can I trust you? And then, hey, we lay down whatever the fuck it is to go moving forward to whatever it is. But I'm just saying, it's about honesty, dude. If I gotta sit here with a whole bunch of lying motherfuckers, and if you that much of a king or an emperor, and you gotta sit here and bold-faced lie to somebody about what you doing behind the scenes, because again, no matter what nobody say, I haven't caught nothing, at this point right here, right now, where many people are seeing something that maybe I'm not. So maybe that's just, like I said, separating the fact from the fiction. Maybe that's just the illusion that these people are trying to create to block me from this person's energy. You know what I'm saying? But part of me just thinking like, I'm ready to be out of this motherfucker. Like, just beam me up, dude. Who? Okay, if you ask me if I want to be, prepared and have a partner in a 3D that's beneficial to me, or in another dimension, or to leave this motherfucker, like, I'm on the, you know what I'm saying? I'm on the verge of like, oh shit. It's almost like God making me uncomfortable or whatever to come to him. But then all these other energies that's like throwing, wands or sticks or rocks and hiding their hands, they pulling on my heartstrings to keep me here. And even if it's, not with them, it's under them. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like that. I don't deserve that. I don't deserve any of the treatment that I have received here as a fucking guest of honor. That's how I see it. Because I don't do on to people as they do on to me for a reason, like I said, to harm someone. It's to show, all right? To show and prove, so that, society or humanity may not make these mistakes again. It's just, that's how I look at it, all right? That's what a messenger kind of does, or a prophetess does. So again, whatever person that I'm connected to in this soul tie, know that I don't want to live without this person. Like, yeah, but the more I talk about it, I guess the more people try to make me feel shame or make me feel bad or whatever. It's like it's like my best friend energy first, And it's like, shit, if it's all like this, I just want my damn friend back. I mean, that's just all. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe the feminine might be feeling like she might have something to worry about if that's the case. I don't know. But it's just like, come on, man. I'm not really on that. No spiteful shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that. It just is what it is. Like, I just can't, I don't let stuff hold me prisoner. Oh, I wonder, oh man, oh, that bitch. No. Like, okay, if I see something, I'm going to call it out real quick, and then I go back to my regular day. And I just not put a note in my mind that, oh, I see the shit you be doing. Okay. So you come for me, then I'm going to come back for you. Yeah. I'm laughing because, okay. So I think, what I'm saying, maybe, this means that, I don't know. It's like, forget what they say, kind of like what it is. Like, I don't know. Maybe only on camera energy. And also, I feel like my job too, as being that, like with the Daily Herald, with the Empress, you could see a newspaper rolled up in her sleeve, is to give a message to the, to rise up early, or at least 2 times a day, give a message to the masculine. In whatever way she speaks is going to be an eloquent way, or on many different levels, so that he can get whatever he need that he missed. You see what I'm saying? Whatever he might have missed is I think he's waiting for her, or whatever might have been wiped from his memory. because this person would be above, okay? All right? So whatever would have been white, she is supposed to refresh his memory. Especially if this is at a distance. Actually, he's waiting to hear what she says. He loves her voice. He loves everything about her. Even if society is forcing him to do something else with someone else, it will never change. It's almost like dealing with the old somebody energy. You hear a lot of people say that's the old me, or, something like that. They throwing dirt on my old name kind of energy, or, the old this person. Yeah. Matter of fact, I think later on we're going to go into some lyrics here. And I feel like if that's what it is, I'm not going to stop fighting for my love, okay? So if that's what it is at the end of the day, or my friends or my companions that were there for me at some time when I needed them. Because again, some of these energies were there for me. Again, the ancestors, guides, and angels were there for me, whether if they phony or not. They showed me something, or I was allowed to see something when my own regular friends and family were standing at a distance and didn't say anything. And I feel like these people, just because you resonate with somebody more because you live that lifestyle, don't mean that they care about you more than me. Actually, once you down here, you can see, and I think when you up there, at some point in time, we both gonna come to the conclusion that a lot of people that was around us was just around us for a certain reason, and only for a season. And if you think about why they didn't want us around each other, they always have a bad reason. When something totally different when, what you felt or what you feel, And that's just it. And that's just that on that. Okay? So I will see y'all later. Take care. I think we are going to go ahead and continue to go into the book of Ezekiel, which is Ezekiel's wheel is just the wheel of fortune or misfortune for some in the tarot, because the tarot is in the Torah and the Torah is in the damn tarot. It just is. And you got a Taurian that's tipping the tea on it. And that's just what it is. Okay, that's too much. I'm doing too much. I don't know why I'm just all of a sudden excited. I don't know. Maybe somebody's listening and they got excited. Who knows? The last thing I want to be, I'm going to just say this, is that person that is, you got me explaining, you want to hear this, and then I'm giving you, I'm trying to stay on the, keep everything nice and cordial, and then you sitting over there still on that, trying to act like you don't even care. Because again, I feel like it's got to be a two-way street. And I feel like the masculine did give me something yesterday, but I don't know. We'll see. Because it's still always mixed, and that's the thing, the author of confusion. So that must not be where it's at. But I hear him saying you should have kept it. And I'm thinking, what? Ew. And he get under my skin. He knows. Cause I'd be like, is it you? Like, that's all you really gotta say. Like, you just want to make me just work extra hard. And that's just the thing. And I'm done. I'll talk to y'all later.